Hey guys, what's going on? Greenville Gear. Thanks for watching. Always appreciate it. Hope you're all well and having fun in the hobby. That's the most important thing. I'm having fun in the hobby. I am slowly but surely working on my 1960 top set. Here's a sort of shot of my binder that I'm filling in. And so I have some cards to show you that will be going into the binder and so on. It's a pretty good stack. Quite a few slabs. These won't be necessarily all going into the binder, and I'll talk about that in just a second, but let's get into it. I'll show you some different stuff, some commons, some Hall of Famers, even an autograph. So here's a few of the loose ones, just to show you. There's Milt Pappas, and for those of you newer to my set build here of 1960 Topps, I really try to look for cards that are excellent condition, if I can find them, obviously, and nicely centered is a big one for me. And so here's Vida Pinson, sophomore stalwarts. Stan Williams. And these are all cards I needed. I've been, dutifully using my checklist. There's Harry Simpson. So I'll go through some of these ungraded cards first. There's Billy Kloss. A few more of these. Tom Borland from the Rookie Star subset. And Sherm Lawler All-Star card. So I think a few of these I got on ComC. Here's the Dodgers team card. So I've got some other cards that will be going into the binder to show you. I have 3 or 4 and now 5 or 6, I'm not sure. But if I can find them on a decent price, I've been getting autograph cards too to throw in my binder, just because I think it's kind of fun. So here's Joe DeMastri from the Yankees. And I just thought this would be really fun to add in there. So that's Joe. And this is, the other thing is I like to have them certified or authentic. And so just so I know that the autograph is real. That one will go in. I have some low-grade cards that are in slabs that I will crack out and put into my binder. Let me show you a couple of these. These were just cards that I needed, and then I saw them cheap in slabs, and I just thought, well, for the price of the slab, I can pretty much get the card. And so these are still in some, I think maybe these were all ComC, but there's Ryan Duran in a 3. The Del Crandall card, for some reason, is a little more expensive, but I got this one in a 3, and so this one will get cracked out and go into the binder as well. I'm not sure why. It's not a high number or anything, but anyway, if you know, let me know. And then here's Ronnie Hansen from the Rookie Star set in a 5. So really nice example of that. And that was just really, really cheap. And so you can kind of, almost for the price of a common, just get it in a slab. Let me show you some others in slabs. First one is a Hall of Famer, and this is going to go into the binder. I have this in a higher grade, and I don't know where. I don't have it handy, but here's the Al Kaline, and this is in a PSA 2. So obviously in the binder, if I have cards in my case that are of Hall of Famers, that's one thing, but I'd love to have examples of the card in the binder. So I've sort of resigned, not for every card, but for cards that if I can do it, to get a lower grade example to be able to have the binder be complete. Those of you who are set collectors, I'd love to know how you're doing that. But that's just kind of the way that I thought I would do it. And so here's the K-line. So this will come out of this. And I have another example of this card in a 4 or 5, something like that. And so that will stay in my case with my other Hall of Famers, but this one will go in the binder. So we'll get to see the K-line card in the context of the set. And then the last piece is, and you know this too if you watch the channel, I have been, if I can find them, grabbing common cards in the 1960 sets and keeping them in slabs if I can get them in a 7 or better. So I have a few of those to show. So I don't think I'm ever going to do, obviously, the whole set in graded form, but I'm making a nice dent in it anyway. So here's a PSA 7. This is Lou Klimchak. Just love this set. Obviously, I mean, I'm trying to complete it, but love the cartoons on the back. Love the colors on the front. Here's Lou Burdett in a PSA 7. Hal Smith. And actually, at this point, I need to keep better track of, I think this is on the, this is not on the card itself. Let's hope not on the case. Oh, there's some gunk. I'm going to have to clean it, though. It's just some gunk. There's the Hal Smith. I'm going to have to really keep better track of which ones I have now in a PSA 7 at this point, because it's getting higher in number, and I'm afraid that I'm going to start replicating. I never really thought about it too much. I was like, oh, I don't have this, or this is a good deal on a 7, so, but I need to really be more careful. Here's Dick Hall. And I don't think too much about collector grade or all those kinds of things. I know that maybe the conventional rule of thumb is if it's a 60s card, that would be in the 6 range. So these are 60s cards, obviously, and then I look for a 7. So there's Pete Runnels from the Red Sox. So just really nice higher grade examples. And there's Darren Johnson, which I actually had this card as a kid. And so maybe that, for some reason, you know how you kind of randomly have a few vintage cards in your collection, and you can't really explain why, but I had this one for some reason. And so, as I was saying, maybe that sparked kind of my interest in this, at least the Rookie Star Sport Magazine subset, but maybe the 1960 set in general. So that's it. Those are the cards that will be going into the binder. Obviously not the PSA 7s, but a bunch of those cards will be going in, and it'll be fun. I'll just cross off my checklist. And I haven't done a current update, but I'm somewhere in the 40% range, mid 40%. Not quite 50% done, but getting there. So anyway, really appreciate you checking in and watching the channel. Let me know if you have some ideas about set collecting a bit, and some of the questions I raised in the video. That would be cool too. Anyway, thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.